What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today, once again, we're going to be checking out some Battlefield 4 gameplay over today's commentary. As we all know, I just haven't been really playing any Call of Duty just in general. But if you guys do want to watch me play any Battlefield 4, honestly, any other Battlefield game in the franchise, I usually play Battlefield 4, 1, 5. Sometimes I play 3 when it allows me to play. But I do enjoy playing Battlefield a lot right now on stream, so if you want to catch me live and in action, or if you just want to play with me or chat with me, you can go ahead, click the link down in the description. It'll take you straight over to my Twitch channel. But as a lot of you guys already know, these past couple of weeks have really shown us what's going on with Black Ops Cold War and how many people are actually still playing this game, let alone even enjoy this game. And yes, there's still a dedicated fan base of people who do enjoy Cold War. There's a dedicated fan base for any game that you could possibly think of. Even the most dead of dead games will have at least 10 people who will absolutely love it. But at the end of the day, for the mass majority of the community, we all see the bullcrap that they're trying to feed us, that Activision is forcing down our throats, between the lack of content at launch, the incredibly thick skill-based matchmaking that does not give any mercy, especially to the solo players who enjoy playing Call of Duty. And also, we definitely 110% see that Activision is putting all their focus into Warzone, which means the 6v6 side is being left behind. Also, according to different leaks and rumors, the game is in an absolutely horrible spot right now. And I also believe I did see a couple of images of this game itself. I'm not going to obviously discuss anything or show you guys anything, but if what I saw was real, and if it was true, I'm not really that impressed either. Combine all that information and hate about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War combined with Call of Duty Vanguard and the future of this franchise. And then we also have to remember the previous year of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which was also a disaster, in my personal opinion. I can't even get on the game unless I'm playing Search and Destroy with the homies. And even then, I still just, I can't get on the game. It's just, I can't. These past 2 years have been just disgusting. Absolutely awful, and I can't see myself ever coming back and returning to these games. Even like Black Ops 4 and World War II. I complained about those games, but I could still return to them and play them afterwards. You know, that little Call of Duty effect, where you hate the game in its prime, but you love it later on? That kind of settled in with World War II and Black Ops 4. But when it comes to Modern Warfare and Cold War, it's not settling in too well at all. I despise both these games very much and have zero urge to even want to consider going back and trying any of them. And seeing that Vanguard is potentially going to be following the same exact pattern as Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, it's going to be a third year of absolute hell. And then if we combine all of that stuff with the brand new reveal of Battlefield 2042, you have to understand Call of Duty right now currently is in a very, very, very rough spot. I'm going to show you guys something that I saw on Twitter, a little bit more proof of how dead Black Ops Cold War is. And honestly, this is probably going to be representing the future of Call of Duty as well. If you think a World War II game made by Sledgehammer, not even Treyarch, who is considered the GOATs of the Call of Duty development team, if you think Sledgehammer Games is going to come in with a World War II shooter and it's going to perform better than Black Ops Cold War, I don't know what to tell you. But let me show you guys this real quick. But Tom Henderson, over on Twitter, and if you guys don't know who this man is, he is basically responsible for a lot of the most reliable leaks for all of these, previous and also current Call of Duty games that have been released to us. But this tweet of his doesn't really revolve around leaks or anything of that sort. It's just kind of something that he did on the side to look up, and I think it's hilarious. And also, I'm really happy that he did this because not too many other people thought of doing the same thing. He went ahead and looked up 2 YouTube search terms and compared them side by side: Battlefield 4 and Black Ops Cold War, to see which one is searched more when it comes to YouTube content, videos, or anything of that sort, which one is more popular. Now, no shocker towards the end of this chart here, around June, that is when the Battlefield 2042 trailer was released, and obviously, as we all know, when that trailer was released, the hype around Battlefield 4 was absolutely absurd. Yes, there's still some hype around the other Battlefield games, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, other things of that sort, but Battlefield 4 also back in the day was the most poppin' Battlefield game I could possibly think of. The most iconic Battlefield game I could possibly think of. And it's the perfect game to hop onto if you want to get ready for the time period that Battlefield 2042 is going to produce for us. So for me personally, I think it's very obvious that near the end of this chart, Battlefield 4 is just completely dominating Black Ops Cold War on the charts here. But what gets me a little bit more is the fact of how close Black Ops Cold War is to Battlefield 4. Keep in mind, yes, in the very beginning of this chart here, around the beginning of March, Black Ops Cold War is doing a little bit better than Battlefield 4. So yes, Black Ops Cold War is getting more viewership on YouTube and stuff like that than Battlefield 4. But it's barely by anything. I mean, there's still some parts on this chart that show Battlefield 4 beating Black Ops Cold War when it comes to views on YouTube in multiple spots on this whole thing. which to me personally blows my mind. And again, you might say, oh, it might just be the dips of the content drops and stuff like that in Black Ops Cold War. There's down periods in the game when new seasons are coming out and blah blah this, blah blah that. First off, that's not the case. If you look at Warzone right now, the numbers are going to be popping. Warzone killed 6v6 Call of Duty. Not a single soul in the world is even worried about Black Ops Cold War right now, because Warzone is the only thing that matters in Call of Duty. Hence why you can see these numbers. And keep in mind, Battlefield 4 is 7+ years old. So even though, the charts are pretty close here, but, Black Ops Cold War is still doing a little bit better than Battlefield 4 in the beginning, you still have to remember, Black Ops Cold War is a game that released last year, and Battlefield 4 is a game that released 7 to 8 years ago. So the fact that a 7+ year old game is still keeping up with Black Ops Cold War even before the hype started. Keep in mind, the Battlefield 2042 trailer did not drop until June. So all that time before, there's absolutely not a single reason in hell for anybody to look up Battlefield 4 at all. But still, for some strange reason, people are still looking it up just as much as people were looking up Black Ops Cold War. And if you think Sledgehammer Games is really going to produce something that's going to perform better than Black Ops Cold War, I simply don't know what to tell you. I mean, yes, Sledgehammer Games might be able to design a really solid game. Like I said, I could still go back to Call of Duty World War II and enjoy the game. Like, the fundamentals are pretty solid, especially after the rehaul of the whole game. It's pretty darn fun. But at the end of the day, you have to think of a couple of factors here. First off, Warzone. Warzone's going to be massive competition, and especially since on the day one release of Vanguard, there's going to be a brand new Warzone map coming into the game. What do you guys think is going to be looked up more? Do you think the new Warzone map is going to be looked up more? Or do you think Vanguard, another 6v6 disaster, is going to be looked up more? Like, let's be realistic. And also, number 2 is Sledgehammer Games. And even though, like I said, I'd give them a little bit more respect than I do back in the day, they still don't hold a very solid reputation when it comes to the Call of Duty community. People don't look up to Sledgehammer Games. When people think of Call of Duty, it's either Infinity Ward or Treyarch. So seeing another Sledgehammer Games come into the franchise is not going to benefit them either. And the last thing that I could possibly think of is the game being World War II, which is not going to help at all with the popularity of the game. If a Black Ops Cold War can barely even compete with Battlefield 4, and Black Ops Cold War has more, recent weapons and stuff like that. Like, obviously, it's the Cold War / Vietnam. There's a lot more technology than there was in World War II. If you think Black Ops Cold War is going to do worse than a World War II shooter, I don't know what to tell you. It's no way that a World War II shooter is going to be able to compete with a modern-style Battlefield game. And sales, yes, it's going to be popping. Call of Duty always gets tons of sales, especially since the game is going to be connected to Warzone. That's how they're going to get all their sales. They're going to put the Call of Duty Vanguard weapons into Warzone, and the easiest way to rank them up is purchasing Call of Duty Vanguard, playing that game in 6v6, rank up the weapons, go back to Warzone. That's how they get their sales every single year. That's how they got their sales with Black Ops Cold War. That's how they're going to get their sales with Call of Duty Vanguard. They're going to bribe people to grind out the weapons in those games and then transfer all to Warzone. But just because they can get sales doesn't mean the game is going to be popular and it's going to be accepted by the core community. And like I said, if Black Ops Cold War can barely just compete with Battlefield 4 on YouTube, a game that is released 7 years ago, I can't imagine a game that's going to be even more old school than a Cold War era game that's going to be made by the development team Sledgehammer Games, which is the least well-known development team to ever design a Call of Duty game. If it was Treyarch Infinity Ward, it might be a different story, but it's Sledgehammer Games. The 6v6 side is going to tank, and Warzone might still prosper. Warzone's probably going to make millions, if not billions of more dollars off of this brand new Pacific World War II themed map that they're adding into the game. But sadly, the Call of Duty fans are going to suffer. And like I said, if you guys haven't tried it out already, please give Battlefield 4 a chance. It's a hard game. It's going to take forever for you to learn and understand. But once you get the hang of this game, you're going to fall in love. And it's also better to learn Battlefield earlier compared to later. You don't want to hop into Battlefield 2042 and not know anything that you're doing, It'll be better to play some Battlefield 4, prep yourself, play it for a few months, understand how Battlefield actually works, and then when Battlefield 2042 comes out, you'll have a better understanding and you'll accept it a lot better. It's either that or you're probably going to be playing Warzone for the full year, which is nothing wrong with that. If you like BRs, then shoot, that's your boat. But for me, I like more of a arcade experience, 6v6 out of Call of Duty, and obviously large-scale action-packed gunfights in Battlefield. That's what I enjoy. I don't really care for the BR scene. So I'm probably going to be with Battlefield 2042 this year. I don't know about you guys, but I hope you guys will not have to suffer through Call of Duty Vanguard. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And last but not least, if you want to catch me live streaming some video games I do over on Twitch, link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.